Hello, everyone. It's so good to be back here again. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for your love and your support. You guys are awesome and we appreciate you. And don't forget, this is Saffron Media and we're here to give you the best, the most trending, exciting, reliable, authentic happenings in Nigeria, especially in the area of politics and many more. Yes, right here we have the best for you. Ensure you stay tuned, relax, and enjoy the best right from here. Remember that earlier we have brought reports to you about some weeks ago about the missing funds for the weapons that were supposed to be procured under the former chief of staff. But somehow we don't know how that actually went by. But guess what? They have actually called out the defense minister to come and defend it and defend himself regarding this. Remember that since it was not him, those that were actually involved with the national security advisor, that is Babagana Monguno, and others, Buratai and the rest of them were the ones that have been involved, and they've been the ones that their names have been mentioned about the missing funds. But guess what? They have called on the Minister of Defense to come and defend himself about the $1 billion arms procurement, that he should come clean and clear his name. What does he have to say? Anyway, more details will come to you guys. But please, if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please ensure you hit the subscribe button and also give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you can get updated anytime we drop a new video. All right, guys, without further ado, let us dive right into the details of this report, as it says that the Coalition for Truth and Justice has called on the Minister of Defense, Bashir Salihi Magashi, to come clean on the controversy trailing the $1 billion released by the federal government for arms purchase. The group said Magashi should open up on how the Ministry of Defense expended the funds and what arms were purchased with the fund. Recall that Babangana Monguno, National Security Advisor (NSA), had said funds for arms purchase were missing under former service chiefs. However, addressing a news conference on Tuesday, Timothy Charles, the national coordinator of the group, said the silence of the Minister of Defense in this regard leaves many questions unanswered. His speech reads in part, "We must agree that these issues are of great importance to the well-being of the country at large. Given the country's security challenges in recent times as well as the government's efforts in addressing the challenges, it's common knowledge that the Muhammad Buhari administration had in April 2018 approved the release of $1 billion to Nigerian defense authorities for the purchase of security equipment to fight insecurity in Nigeria, under the purview of Minister of Defense. It's also succinct to state that the Honorable Minister of Defense, who is in charge of the Ministry of Defense, should provide answers to questions surrounding arms purchase in Nigeria. It's thus despicable that there has been some well-orchestrated attempt by some vested interest to divert attention from the Minister of Defense. We're constrained to add that the statement credited to Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Ibrahim Attahiru, during his appearance before the House of Representatives is diversionary and an indication that he's carrying out the whims and caprices of the Honorable Minister of Defense. The Coalition for Truth and Justice uses this medium to call on the Honorable Minister to come out clear by providing the much-needed information surrounding the $1 billion released to purchase arms. If this isn't the case, we then wonder why the Honorable Minister of Defense has elected to play to the gallery in a case as sensitive as this. More alarming is that the Chief of Army Staff have been carrying out acts that aim to shield the Honorable Minister of Defense. We are constrained to add that if the Chief of Army Staff, who has barely spent months in office, wouldn't be bold enough to call a spade, we are afraid that his ability to lead a prestigious Nigerian army is indeed questionable. It's a considered opinion that the Minister of Defense must, as a matter of necessity and urgency, provide the general public details on how the $1 billion was expended under his watch in the spirit of transparency and accountability. This is serious. Babangana Monguno actually, made a lot of issues out of this, because I could remember vividly and clearly he said that the arms were actually purchased, that they were on their way. That was what Babangana Monguno said. Yes, that was what he said. He said they were on their way, that perhaps it was bought in the US, UK, and whatever. It was just giving excuses. I don't know why they are covering up for such kind of thing. $1 billion funds that were supposed to use to purchase weapons is nowhere to be found, under the watch of, the same people who call securities that are supposed to protect life and citizens, protect criminalism or criminality and the likes. They are the criminals themselves. How did $1 billion grew wings and flew? The weapons are nowhere to be seen. Babangana Monguno said they were on their way. Where are they? From which country are they being purchased? So many things that people feel they are not accountable for. How can $1 billion grow wings and fly? There are some monies that should not even be heard that is stolen in the country. Now, the new chief of army staff is even so scared to now ask, the defense minister about the money. And now Nigerians are calling, now this group, the Justice and the Whatso group, are now calling on the Minister of Defense that he must come out to clear his name, that he cannot just sit by and watch. But the truth is, really, why is the defense minister so quiet about this? Because he is supposed to have really spoken about the missing funds that was supposed to be used to purchase the weapons. But since the whole issue, he has not even spoken, he has not said anything. The only person that was actually making or talking about it was Babangana Monguno. He said that the weapons are purchased, that somehow they are coming from the US. He was giving excuses actually, but of course he actually showed that he is part of those that showed those that were supposed to procure, or those that are supposed to purchase the weapons. But now that everything looks somehow, I hope the defense minister is able to defend himself, because he has to come forward to show that indeed he's not involved. But there's no way he will not be involved. How can the defense minister? I think these guys, they don't even understand what their duties really are, because if he understands, he will not in any way even try to hide away from something like this. But anyway, my dear people, that is it all. Thank you so much for listening. Whatever you have to say, please drop it in the comment section, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.